Olamide Zaccheaus in motion. Daniels behind Robinson. Backwards pass, and Robinson will tip it out of bounds. McCaffrey out of the backfield. The toss to Robinson. The running back out near the 19-yard line. 3rd down and 21. 4-man pressure. Daniels can run. Can he run for 21? No, he cannot. Ushered out of bounds by Jamel Dean. Good start for Dak Prescott all the way around. 2nd down and 8. Daniels going to run, and he can do this just fine. Daniels scrambling for his first down.
More reps in critical situations. Let the maturation develop naturally. Don't force it.
On 2nd and 11, good toss to one of those guys that can help him. The tight end, Zach Ertz, his 124th consecutive game with a catch. Great security blanket to have that veteran at tight end. 3rd and 4. Daniels pumps. Field is open. He will take it. Running for a 1st down into Tampa territory. Tiptoeing down the sidelines. And he caught the sideline out of bounds at the Tampa 36. Austin Eckler out of the backfield. They set it up for McCaffrey. Blockers in front of the screen, but well defended by Tampa Bay. Zion McCollum.
To have a really great run defense, everything starts there.
3rd down. Daniels floats it out on the sideline. Open is Robinson. He's got a 1st down. Spins off contact. The flag is down as So Robinson goes down at the 11-yard line. They bring pressure. Daniels to the sideline wide of Zaccheaus.
The seasons past, coming in this year, in all the new faces, in new places, it's going to take a while.
Daniels, blitz, gets away. Daniels with room to run. Daniels across the 40. McCaffrey in motion. Daniels, pressure again. And he tried to flip it forward, and the only person in the area was John Bates, his tight end. Daniels checks over the middle. It's Austin Eckler with his first catch. He breaks tackles. Austin Eckler inside the 35 and down at the 34. He's topped the 1,000 scrimmage yard mark. Daniels floats it deep. Looking for McLaurin on the sideline. Well covered by Bryce Hall. Daniels backs away from pressure. Buying time. Breaks away. Daniels going to run. Daniels leaning forward. Helmet off, hangs onto the ball, gets a 1st down, and here comes a flag.
Rookie quarterback from gaining confidence with his legs. We've got some things to do with him in the 2nd half to slow him down.
And McLaurin without a catch in that 1st half, but they're trying to change that here, just outstretched. Daniels over the middle, in all kinds of traffic, and that's incomplete. Daniels to the air, up the sideline. That's McLaurin in motion. 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line. Daniels has time, nobody open. Daniels will run, 1st down and more, and Daniels down at midfield. Going for it now on 4th down and 1. Daniels off the fake. Flag is down as Daniels has the 1st down for the moment. Out of bounds at the Tampa Bay 38-yard line. We can report it's 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. And Daniels, a designed quarterback run up the middle for 2 to the 36.
It seems like this is the best opportunity that they've had in a long time.
3rd and 18. McCaffrey, former quarterback, wanted to throw. Instead, he'll take it upfield with nobody open. And McCaffrey down at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line. Daniels wide of his intended target, Brian Robinson. 3rd and 5. 5-man rush. Daniels to the sideline, incomplete. He wanted Olamide Zaccheaus.
Well, that was one of his best throws in college, deep down the right side or deep into the middle of the field.
Pressure comes, it's picked up, and Daniels with time finds his tight end Zach Ertz, and that'll be a 1st down at midfield.
He was one of the guys that he had to keep from having a big afternoon here today. They've done a great job.
Yeah, so far so good in that regard. There's the first catch for McLaurin. As we speak of him, he finally gets into the stat column with his first grab down to the 39-yard line of Tampa Bay.
is very, very agile as well.
And here's that pace that Cliff Kingsbury has employed throughout his career. Daniels finding Robinson, steps through a tackle. Robinson with another cutback, weaving to the 5, diving towards the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Back at it, Daniels with the keep and his first touchdown in the National Football League. Jayden Daniels runs it in from 2 yards out for the touchdown. What happens here from the 25? Off the play action. Daniels checks it short. It's Austin Eckler. Eckler with a nice run after catch, and he twists forward for 11. Here's Daniels. Designed keep for Daniels as he dives across the 40. From the 45, Daniels will keep. On the zone read, and Daniels hurdling contact from Christian Isian. So now 3rd and 20. Daniels with time. Checks it short. Eckler turns upfield, and Eckler got popped. Servassier Dennis with the big stick.
Just the way that this offense has started the season, I don't think it was ever to the level it's at right now at any point last year. To watch them come out and execute and really kind of commit and stick to that running game has been impressive.
Daniels back to the air, and he connects with Olamide Zaccheaus. Here's Eckler. Eckler drilled to the turf at the 37-yard line. Thank you, Carissa. Daniels, number 2 overall pick on the scramble. Daniels out of bounds inside the 25.
We haven't seen him on the move with the throws downfield. I think that's one area that I'm surprised we didn't see it.
There's a good toss to his tight end. First down and 10 at the 11. Daniels to the air. It's McCaffrey down the 1-yard line. And the rookie Luke McCaffrey on the doorstep. Daniels will keep, and Daniels with no helmet on is in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Daniels on the run again, and Daniels will back in. There's his 2nd career touchdown.